Howdy. Today we are going to be discussing fingerspelling, or the ASL alphabet. I just want to be clear, many people think they learn the alphabet and they know sign language, and that's not the case. When you fingerspell something, it tends to be for one of a few reasons. A person could be fingerspelling a proper noun, a city, a book title, a person's name. They could be doing it before a sign that the other person doesn't know. Or if there happens not to be a sign for a word, which does happen sometimes, especially for more technical words. But generally speaking, deaf people avoid fingerspelling if there is a better sign equivalent. Fingerspelling is harder to read and it takes more time. But it is an excellent starting point for people who are learning sign language. It gives you an idea of what hand shapes ASL uses, and it's just really good for muddling through, oh, okay, I don't know that sign, I can spell it, or you can spell it, and we'll try to work it out that way. So it's good for everyone to know starting off. When you're fingerspelling, generally speaking, you want to have your palm out. There's only a few letters where that's not the case. Around shoulder height is good. And another thing to keep in mind is keeping your hand in place. Many people, when they start fingerspelling, they realize that they have a natural tendency to bounce. A, B, C, D, E, F. Well, that's just not good. It makes the person who is reading have to work harder because they're bouncing their eyes up and down. It's already hard enough as it is, so remember to try to keep your hand still. That being said, let's get on to the actual alphabet. First off, you have A. It's a fist, thumb at the side. Common mistake is for people to curl their fingers, so don't do that. A. B. It's just a flat hand with your thumb rolled into the palm. B. C. C is your hand actually makes the shape of the letter C, but remember to keep your palm looking forward. I know it doesn't look as much like a C this way, but that's just how it is. C. D. You have all of your fingertips coming to a point except your index finger is up. You might think it looks a little bit like a letter D if you hold it out this way. But palm out, D. E, you have your fingers curled and your thumb is underneath. Some people you might see have their thumb actually touching their fingertips. And back in the day you would see thumb over the bottom fingernails like this. But nowadays what I tend to see is this, and this is what I sign, E. F, for whatever reason, seems to trip people up, but it's just like, okay, how hearing people do. So F, it's like an okay sign, palm out, F. G. G is like you are pinching, and this is a letter where your palm is not out, but actually turned, pointing. If you're right-handed, you'll be pointing to your left. If you're left-handed, you will be pointing to your right. G. H is the same as G, only with two fingers in the front instead of just the one. H. I, back to palm out, is just your pinky up. J uses the I hand shape with the pinky out, but it curls to draw a letter J in the air. Now you are drawing the J for yourself, that when you see it, you are drawing the J. The other person will see a backwards J. K. For the letter K, your thumb is going to be on the first knuckle of your middle finger. So, not quite a peace sign because you have to bring the middle finger down a little bit to make it in reach of your thumb. K. L, it's pretty self-explanatory, your normal L. M, your thumb is underneath 3 out of your 4 fingers. The 4th one just hangs down below, M. You will sometimes see that people bring their fingers forward. That's fine, that is an acceptable variation. M, M, either one you want to do. N is similar, except that your thumb is under 2 of your 4 fingers. N or N, however you want to do it. Palm forward, of course. O. Now O, it looks like an O, except your palm is forward. I know that makes it tricky. It doesn't look like an O the way you would think it would, but that is how it is done. Just like C. Sorry it doesn't look like a C to you, but that's O. P is the same shape as K. Your thumb is on your middle finger, only instead of being up like a K, your middle finger points toward the floor. P. Q is just like G, only instead of your finger pointing to the side, it points down. Q. Back to normal palm out letters, you have R, just crossing your fingers. R. S is a fist where your fingers are rolled underneath and your thumb is over the top. So A, your thumb was on the side with your fingers straight. S, your thumb is on the top with your fingers curled. T looks like an S, except that your thumb is underneath your index finger. So your thumb is sticking out over the top. So that's T. U, you have your 2 fingers up, side by side. U. For V, you spread the fingers out. W, you add your 3rd finger. This is probably going to be tough for some people. I've seen plenty of people, even deaf people, that their ring finger doesn't want to stand all the way up. So give it your best shot. Your fingers will become more flexible with time. X is a hook. I have seen some people, their X tilts forward. And I was even taught to do it that way sometimes, but personally I still kind of like to have it up. So X or X. Y. Same time. The letter Y. Thumb and pinky out. Z. You have 1 finger up. It's not like D because your fingers are all compact like a fist except for your 1 finger. You draw a Z in the air. And again, you were drawing it for yourself. So you looking at it see a Z. Other people see a backward Z. So you watching this video, you see me drawing a backward Z. Okay. Quick review. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right, 2 Z's in a row. You have like a V with your fingers bent forward, and then you draw 2 Z's in the air at the same time. If you're doing 2 T's or 2 N's or 2 M's, you just do 1 and then you flap your fingers up and down. So M, M, N, N, T, T. For other doubles, generally you just move your hand over a little bit to the side. So A, R, O, N would be Aaron, or M, I, S, S, I, S, S, I, P, P, I, that kind of thing. All right. Happy fingerspelling.